Welcome, Green Business Network members and friends. Thank you for carving out some time to join us for this webinar on getting familiar with Green Business Network benefits and how to bring them to life for your business and to maximize your working relationship with the network and our staff team that is here to serve you. My name is Fran Teplitz, and I'll be facilitating today. I serve as the director of the Green Business Network as part of my work as an executive co-director at Green America. We'll take your questions and feedback at the end, and feel free to use the chat function anytime. Our goals for today are simple. We want to introduce you to the Green Business Network team members, and they will each explain their area of expertise and how you can access various benefits that we offer. Then we're going to hear from two of our Green Business Network certified members about their experience in the network. And then we'll close out with any questions about members, about membership benefits, and any suggestions that you may have for us going forward. Next slide. So to start off, what is the Green Business Network? We are a program of Green America dedicated to harnessing the power of the economy for social justice and environmental sustainability. For us, green always means taking care of both people and the planet. We represent dozens of different industry sectors and specialize in support for small to mid-sized businesses. We also have many solopreneurs, individuals who are running their enterprises single-handedly. Membership in our network means being part of a dynamic community working every day to build the green economy for everyone. Next slide. Recent webinars that we've held have covered a wide array of topics and have included how to get started on a zero waste journey, for example. And we'll soon be debuting a new guide from Kenya Gomez, our certification manager, that will be coming out soon. We have also discussed responsible banking options for green business, especially in light of the role of conventional big banks in financing the fossil fuel sector. We've also discussed how to improve your marketing, especially on a low budget. We've shared COVID-related business pivots, as well as tips on setting up a socially responsible retirement plan and more. Next slide. This is how to reach us and follow the Green Business Network on social media. Do feel free to email us anytime at gbn@greenamerica.org. We always want to hear from you. Next slide. You'll see the following faces today. And with that, I will turn it over to Scott Kitson, the Green Business Network Senior Manager for Marketing and Communications. Thank you.
Thanks, Fran. So I wanted to start off my section to talk about how the Green Business Network helps our members reach new customers. That's one of the #1 things that people come to us looking for, is to expand their market and find passionate green consumers that are looking for their products and services. So once members achieve our certification, which we'll talk about in a little bit later in the presentation with Kenya Gomez, our certification manager, members are able to become public-facing towards our individual consumer audience. We have about 250,000 passionate green consumers that follow Green America for our resources. So everything from our website to our e-newsletter, social media communications, and our print publications that we put out throughout the year. We do a really good job of featuring our Green Business Network members in all of these communications to really put them front and center in front of the green consumers that are looking for them. So your Green Business certification, again, we'll talk about that in a little bit, gives you the exclusive access to market to our Green American individual members through these channels. For those of you who are existing members, you should have just received the latest edition of Your Green Life, which is our annual green living and purchasing guide. You can see the cover there in the bottom left-hand corner. If you didn't receive it, let us know. We'll make sure that your address is up to date in our system and we'll get you a copy right away. This is also available online. The directory is located at greenpages.org. This is where all of our certified Green Business Network members are featured by category, by location. You can search by keyword. And again, we'll talk about that a little bit later in the presentation as well. Next up, one of our key benefits of Green Business Network membership is public policy advocacy. Obviously, Green Business Network members are in business because they are passionate about the environment and social justice issues. So through partnerships with our allies, we activate our Green Business Network members to sign on to different actions to create a strong green economy. So some of our recent actions are listed below, really utilizing our members to speak up on the climate crisis with elected officials this year. And all of your benefits for the Green Business Network are located in your member dashboard. This is at members.greenbusinessnetwork.org. You can find everything there from digital versions of publications, our business services discounts with discounts for things like UPS shipping, fair trade coffee, and others. Resources like webinar recordings that we mentioned earlier. You can also renew your membership online. It's a very simple, quick and easy, secure form. And you can also update your information with us, your address or your public-facing greenpages.org listing. So that is available to you anytime. You can reset your password if you're having trouble logging in, or you can get in touch with us at gbn@greenamerica.org. We are happy to help you get in and walk you through the resources available to you. So next up, I'm going to toss it over to Jennifer, one of our Green Business Network members at What's Good, and she'll tell us a little bit about her journey as a Green Business Network member and things that she appreciates about her membership.
Thank you, Scott and Fran and the whole team for doing what you do. This solopreneur. We sell eco and socially responsible products from makers who share our commitment to people and planet. When we started in 2019, I say we, it's I, but I'm accustomed to saying we wanted to find a way to lend more credibility. We were already a green business, but we wanted more credibility. So we came to Green America and applied through their application, which was affordable. It wasn't daunting. It didn't mean that it was less rigorous, but it was something that was really doable for a new business. And I so appreciated that. And from that, we learned so much about our own sustainability efforts because they give you constructive criticism through that application. So that was a big benefit to me to learn. The other thing that you benefit from is they give you quite a bit of collateral, like these stickers and access to their logos. So once you become certified, you can put it on your shop door, you can put it on your website, and that really lends credibility. I mean, it's not to say that someone comes in and says, hey, you're Green America certified, but they see it, and it's just one more way to integrate your credibility. The other thing that we participated in right away was their directory listing. We have a very small advertising budget. So anytime we can improve the links back to our site, which improves our SEO, anytime that we can be in front of an audience. Scott mentioned 250,000 members, but it's public facing. So who knows how many people are seeing your listing. And for us, we've updated it a couple times. We also have a special discount code in there so that we can track who sees that and then comes and makes a purchase to our store. So that's been really, really helpful for us. The other thing that's interesting about that directory is because we're a retail store, our vendors are built in. So many of you members out there are people we want to buy from and stock in our store. So that's a bonus. Like that's a bonus resource for us as a retailer. So you might find that a bonus too. The other thing that's really great is as you look across your computer screen, you see this team of people who are as passionate and as committed about social and environmental justice out there in the world, but they're also committed to you. And so I got on a Zoom call right away with Fran, and she listened to me talk about my budget and what my business goals were. And she was able to guide me in a way that gave me an integrated set of resources within the Green American Network. And so some of the other things that we do is paid advertising. But actually, I'm just going to backtrack for a second. From that conversation, I think Fran and I got to know each other, and she suggested a member spotlight article, which was free to us, but really valuable. Not only did they put it on their website and on their social media pages, but we were able to take that content and hype it up. You know, again, lending credibility. Like, look at us. We might be this little micro store, but anybody looking in would think that we were much bigger because this bigger organization was doing a feature article for us. And we're always looking for content, right? Content is king. So, you know, we could put it in our blog, keep it on our website. So we really appreciated that. And things like this panel, being invited to talk to all of you, gives us exposure that we wouldn't have. So again, that's this team helping and supporting us. So what we ultimately decided to do was a campaign of frequency. It paid advertising in their print magazine, Green America, which many of you know. And what's great about it is the articles are really substantive and these stick around. People don't read it and ditch it. They keep it on their coffee table or in their office. So we do these small, I'm not sure if you can see this. We just do very economical, small little ads. And we put a specific code in there so that we can track who responds from those ads. And I think with frequency, we've only done 4 of them now. Is that right, Fran? 4? I think with frequency, our response will be even greater. But also, it feels good to support an organization that is out there doing good in concert with what we're doing. So I feel really good about placing my hard-earned dollars with this group. The other thing that we put together in our strategy was an advertisement in their e-newsletter, which goes to like 250,000 people. And what's so great about that is, sure, you can go out and buy a list, but then you're spamming people. When you ride along in their e-newsletter, you have a captive audience that is already in your sphere, and it lends more credibility, and that credibility is really, really important. So for us, if you want a recommendation or you want to talk offline, you can contact me. Everything I'm telling you is true. And I just really appreciate the support that the Green America and the Green Business Network give me. So I hope you join me as a member or as an advertiser.
Jennifer, thank you so very much. It's been fantastic working with you. We look forward to keeping that trajectory moving.
Yay.
So for our next slide and our next presenter, we have Anya Crittenden, our editorial and Green Business Associate.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here today. So as Fran just mentioned, I do communications and marketing for the Green Business Network. And most of what I do is working directly with you, the Green Business Network member, to promote your story, your products, what you're working on, your efforts to become an even more sustainable and green company. And I do this in two ways, mostly through articles and also through social media. So with articles, Jennifer just mentioned the member spotlight. I actually was the one to write the member spotlight for What's Good. It was one of my very first ones. I had a lovely conversation with Jennifer. And so these member spotlights are essentially, we talk for about 30 minutes or so, do an interview, talk about the origin of your green business, where you're going in the future, what services or products that you provide, how you're a sustainable company, why that matters. It's essentially your biography as a green business. And as Jennifer said, we put that up on our website, we blast it across social media, and we also provide it to you so you can use it as you see fit as well. I have a list of members that I reach out to, and this is an ongoing process all the time. So always looking for more members who are interested in the spotlight. So you can always reach out if you would like one. And it's a wonderful resource for you. I also run our Green Business Network blog, which will have articles that are not the spotlights, but are on a variety of topics related to green business. And frequently I will tap our Green Business Network members to give their expert advice on whatever topic that I am writing about, whether it's about greenwashing or, you know, the best kind of soil to use for your climate victory garden, anything like that. And so I am frequently reaching out to our members to help support the articles that I'm writing about green businesses. And so I love to get to know our members and know, you know, where their expertise comes in to help support my work. So always feel free to reach out. I'd love to get to know you more. And it makes the writing that I do for the Green Business Network even better. And I also help run our social media accounts for Green America. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We also have a LinkedIn. And I will post Green Business Network content across our social media accounts in a variety of ways and strategies. Social media is constantly evolving, so we are always learning about the most effective ways to use social media and post on social media. But it's very exciting to promote the Green Business Network on social in a variety of ways, whether it's supporting other campaigns that Green America is focusing on, highlighting our members, talking about shopping for the holidays, which is coming up. So many ways that I love to promote our members on social media. And again, always welcome to collaborate, hear your ideas. So always feel free to reach out.
Thank you, Anya. For our next slide and our next presenter, then, we'll be hearing from Kenya Gomez, who serves as the Green Business Network Certification Manager. Over to you, Kenya.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for making time to be here today. My name is Kenya Gomez. I'm the Certification Manager for the Green Business Network. And honestly, becoming certified is one of the biggest, I think, benefits of being part of a member of the Green Business Network. So my role is to work with all you businesses and support you in any capacity as you try to get certified, whether that means information sessions, emails, video calls, phone calls, you know, reviewing your website to see if there's things that you can improve upon, or, you know, assessing whatever your strengths are. So what sets apart our green business certification? What does it mean to be green? There's so many certifications on the market now, but Green America assesses not only on environmental practices, but social practices, making sure that fair wages are paid, having a transparent supply chain, and ethical sourcing. So when consumers see a certified green business from Green America, they know that they can trust that business, that they're doing what's best for people and planet. So it really helps consumers navigate this really saturated marketplace and making sure that people aren't getting tricked by greenwashing practices, which I'm sure we've all seen it, right? It's so, it can be hard to know what you're shopping for. And that's another really great benefit that comes with certification. So once you become certified, you can get published on our greenpages.org. If you haven't had a chance to look through that website, I really highly recommend it. You know, it helps being part of the Green Pages. It helps to continue to build this community of sustainable businesses, and consumers that want sustainable products that they can trust, they'll know exactly where to find your products. So if you haven't had a chance to look through that website, go through there. We have industry specific certifications. So we don't certify on the product level, but we certify by industry. And we have so many types of certifications: landscaping, apparel, pet food, pretty much everything in between. And if you're unsure whether your business meets the standards, everything is listed on the site. And if you're unsure about the industry standard, we're always expanding the industry standards, right? Everybody is trying to become a more green business. So if it's not available to you, we are certainly open to working through that and seeing if there's something we can add. And so if you're interested in getting certified, next slide. First, like I said, browse through our greenbusinessnetwork.org site and see if you find your industry standard. And once you're ready to become certified, you can email certification@Green America. We'll send you the industry standard. And if you have any questions, like I said, you can always email us, ask any questions. And once you work on your application, your assessment to become certified, we can provide feedback on your strengths, things that you might need to work on. And there's no strict deadline for getting certified. You know, it's not a one-stop shop that if, you know, there might be things that you need to work on, it's over. It's very much an ongoing process, and you can always reapply to try to get certified. So we really recommend that businesses try to get certified. I think it's the best benefit. And maybe I'm biased because I'm the certification manager, but highly recommend. And like I said, just being part of that marketplace of sustainable businesses is such a great value. Business consumers want to find you, and it puts you right in the perfect place.
Great, excellent. Next slide, please. And I'm delighted to share that we'll next hear from Gloria Ware, the CEO of Get the Bag, and her business and network.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm learning a lot myself just by listening to some of the other presentations. I am Gloria Ware, CEO of Get the Bag, and I've taken my 30 plus years of experience working in the finance sector at the intersection of banking, venture capital, and economic development, and passion for community building, particularly communities of color, and created Get the Bag, which is about, you know, helping specifically Black women-owned businesses, which are the fastest growing group of businesses, but the most under-resourced and has the lowest amount of average revenue than their peers, to grow faster with curated resources, business opportunities, and business news. And we also work with values-aligned partners that are interested in building their company brand, also passionate about economic and environmental inclusion with our business gifting services, which features the brands and services of many of our community members. So I'm super passionate again about the environment, you know, working in the finance sector, you know, sometimes that could be a challenge. And it has been a challenge for my whole entire career. And I was, you know, have really been following green business for a long time. And I think maybe I received a newsletter, it became on my radar again when I launched my business in 2020. And so the membership was very affordable. And so I was able to join, and I reached out and connected with Fran, who was immediately very supportive and very helpful in my journey. So I agree with Jennifer's comments there. And it was very accessible. And then even with the Green Business certification, the team wasn't intimidating at all. The team was very kind of helpful, and like it allowed me to take my time, but they still would kind of ping me and say, "Hey, Gloria, where are we?" You remember? And so it's been great. But I'm also super passionate about sharing, like I said, sharing information, right? And business opportunities. And being green business is a business opportunity because I think to Anya's point or Jennifer's point, more people are really interested in shopping their values, right? Being aligned with their values. And so I want to bring my community, of members that get the bag along on the journey with me. So some of the ways that being a member of the Green Business Network and Green America has helped has, number one, provided me with inspiration, strategies, and incentives to continue to incorporate sustainable business practices. It is a journey, right? And a lot of times, it's like this green angel, like I have sometimes when I'm doing things that says, okay, Gloria, you're green business certified. Is this green? So it does really kind of make me feel like, okay, I've got to make sure to, I think Jennifer's point, that I'm not greenwashing and I'm doing everything within my means to move quickly on this journey. So that's been very beneficial. The educational opportunities have been tremendous from policy. As someone that's been involved in finance and economic development and very concerned about what's happening in the country, policy is extremely important to me, right? And so I love that I can turn to my peers and the programming through Green America and the Green Business Network to get relevant business-oriented information about, what's happening at the intersection of business and policy. So that's been great. I've participated in a number of informative webinars. The social media has been great. So I follow a lot of their news and information on social media, and even information. And I think I participated in a webinar that was about, I think maybe from one of the other members, but it was about really social media practices. But it was just nice to know I was hearing from a fellow member that also was green, right? And sharing these it was an excellent webinar opportunities and information. And then just green finance, right? Understanding like what are banks doing? What are some of the other options and alternatives? I participated in educational opportunities that have expanded my universe there. But then I would say the biggest opportunity has really been with marketing and branding, right? Opportunity. So being able to provide educational tools and information to share with my community, being able to more recently provide some visibility to other Black women-owned brands, right, through the most recent articles and information. I think you'll see some things going out tomorrow. So that's been great. Was able to bring on 3 new members of my community to the Green Business Network community. So, wanting them to benefit from that. PR and promotional opportunities. So there's an opportunity to be featured in a Time magazine article on kind of small businesses and what were some of the things they were doing. And then just again, connections to like-minded peers. And I would just say the other thing I really appreciate is the ongoing commitment to promoting and supporting Black-owned businesses, right? A lot of that has waned since 2020. And so it's definitely something that I do watch and pay attention to. And I do appreciate that opportunity and just diverse businesses in general. So I appreciate that kind of infusing that I think Kenya's point, the fair wages, social practices, how it's truly triple bottom line oriented. So it makes me feel good to be a part of a community that also works to support that in authentic ways.
Great, thank you so much, Gloria. And we've also learned so much from you and appreciated all the research that you did, that you shared with us on the Inflation Reduction Act, so that we could pass on resources to our members as well. So it's wonderful to be in a community where everybody is sharing their intelligence, the research that they come across. We know these are very challenging economic times, and the more that we can find and share collectively what we're learning to build the green economy, the better it will be for everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
So I'm pleased now to turn it over to Mark Rachmalevich in our Member Services Department. Thanks, Mark.
Yes, thank you, Fran. As Fran said, I'm the Membership Services Assistant here at Green America, and I work with our Green Business Network members. And most of my responsibility is to just answer all of your questions, to ensure that you are accessing all the benefits which come along with the Green Business Network membership. And today during this webinar, I wanted to exclusively talk about the following things here, which you see on the slide. For one, we have networking opportunities. So as a Green Business Network, of course, we want you to interact with each other, to learn more about how you can collaborate with each other and build partnerships to make sure that your business is able to succeed in the growing green economy, as our mission is. So some of the platforms which we have available include a Facebook and LinkedIn member-only group. And so in all of our connections e-newsletters, we provide you the links to those exclusive member groups. And there are some essential benefits to using these groups, 4 of which I've written here. For one, it would be useful for you to post about relevant market trends. If there's any news or progress being made in the uptake of recycling or composting or green energy, for example, any major market trends which you'd like to share, that's a great forum for this. As well, it's a good way to launch initiatives or innovations that your business is doing to encourage the growth of the industry as a whole. As well, it's a great way for you to share events so that anyone who's part of the network will be able to join you and attend your event and to network with you and discuss continuing partnership opportunities and other events in the area or regionally. And finally, it's a great way for you all to build business-to-business relationships and partner with one another so that you're able to potentially save costs in sourcing materials within your supply chain. So this would be some of the benefits. As Kenia had discussed earlier, I would agree that our number one benefit is the certification. But just being part of these member-only groups does not require a certification. So if you'd like to discuss more with me, I'm happy to explain all of our benefits and direct you to where that is on the website. And now finally, going to, as I said, certification. One of the major ways that you're able to enhance the visibility of your business to our consumer audience is by building what we call a member profile. And so once you've become certified, there are essentially different tools and strategies which I'm happy to have a personal one-on-one conversation with you so that you understand the way to build a robust and customized member profile. And some of the ways that initially you're able to enhance the visibility of your business so that all of our consumer audience are able to find your business would be to increase the amount of customized search term descriptors so that it would appear in more search results. And we have a keyword search and a category search. So, and I'm happy to explain more. Also, you can take advantage of posting your business within multiple industry categories at greenpages.org. And additionally, you're able to link your social media channels and you're able to create a great logo. You can make the logo as a standout part of the member profile. And finally, as Gloria was saying earlier, we want to encourage the growth of minority-owned, women-owned, LGBTQ-owned, and Black-owned businesses. So we have exclusive tags, as they're called, so that when a member is searching with this tag, they're limiting the search results dramatically to find a much smaller subset of our businesses. So in general, these are some of the benefits which we have available. And I'm available at the phone number you see there on the page, 800-58-GREEN, or gbn@greenamerica.org to answer any of your questions.
Thank you, Mark. That was excellent. Really appreciate it. We are going to see if there's any questions from anyone at present. And I do have a couple of questions that came in by email. So why don't we start with those first? Kenya, the first one is for you regarding certification. And the question is, what if I sell my business Does the certification carry over, or what do you recommend?
Right. In the event that a business is sold, we have to make sure that whoever's purchasing the company is going to make sure that all the same values and, the metrics that we use to certify the business are still being kept. And we also make sure that the parent company or whoever's purchasing is also in line with given values. So as long as the core values are kept and nothing, monumental is being changed with the business, usually it'll be fine, but we do have to, do our due diligence and make sure that all the same metrics are being kept at the business.
Terrific. And the next question is for Anya. What exactly do I need to do to get featured in your communications, whether print or digital?
Of course. So the first step to being featured in communications is getting certified. So your first step will be talking to Kenya to make sure that you can achieve certification. Once you have achieved certification, you are fair game to be in all our publications, articles, member spotlights, and there are a couple ways you can do this. I will recently go through our member list, see who maybe has recently joined or see who's been a member for a while but hasn't had a spotlight or some attention, and I will make a note to write that one down on my list of members to contact and reach out to you. But also you can contact me yourself. My email is acrittenton@greenamerica.org, and you can reach out to me directly and say, hey, I'm certified, I would love a member spotlight, or hey, we are doing this new sustainable strategy, and if you're interested, I'd love to talk to you about it, and I can write an article about what you're working on. One of our members, Kanan Palestine, I recently did a member spotlight on them, but I also did a separate article on their practices with regenerative agriculture, which are very exciting and kind of groundbreaking in Palestine. So similar to that, if you have some exciting stories, please reach out to me. I do my best to reach out to members as much as I can, but we have so many wonderful members that I can't keep up with everyone amidst all my responsibilities. So please, please never hesitate to reach out to me. I'm always happy to hear from you.
Great. Yes, we want people to be proactive. If you anytime, we're here for you. And then I wanted to ask a question of both Jennifer and Gloria, which is just if you could share with our listeners how long you've been a member and what is one wish that you have for your business in 2023. Whatever it might be.
Oh, I'll go. So I started my business, but I get the bag in 2021 technically, but we launched in March of 2020. And so I think I've been a member, not maybe since the summer of 2020, don't remember, but I knew right away that I was excited to join. And wow, that's a difficult one. I would say the wish that I would have for my business would be to to be able to provide more capital to our member community, right? More capital to our member community, so that they can make the type of investments that they would want to make to be kind of maybe more triple bottom line, and grow their businesses and in turn grow wonderful sustainable communities.
That's fantastic. So more investment capital for your network. Big thumbs up. How about you, Jennifer? Could you share how long you've been with the Green Business Network and a wish for your company in the coming year? You're on mute.
My apologies, everyone. I'm pretty sure we started in 2019. I don't remember if we were certified in 2019 or early 2020, but that's how I remember it. And I would say that for 2023, I mean, there's always you want to grow, but specifically, I want to grow our team because there's so many initiatives we want to do. We're not only providing products for our customers, but we're trying to provide content that's useful for them to navigate this world of green. And it takes time and it takes resources and people. And we also are trying to do more experiential in-store events. Like we've had a recycling expert come in from our county and talk. We've done so almost like book club workshops on water and other environmental concerns. And we want to bring more of those in, but there's just, when it's just me and a handful of part-time people, we can't achieve all the things that we see for what's good. So I would love to expand our team. And in order to do that, we need to bring in more revenue. And as Gloria mentioned, you know, we'd want to be one of those people who can find a revenue source, maybe other than our customers, maybe an investor. So those are the things we'll be looking at.
Terrific. Thank you so much for joining today. We really great to hear from you, and we appreciate all of your time and expertise. Scott, is there anyone else online that may have a question? Okay, I think we're good then. We can wrap it up. Again, Green Business Network at greenbusinessnetwork.org, or you can contact us at gbn@greenamerica.org. And we look forward to continuing the relationship with you and helping you to maximize your benefits and relationship with our team. Thank you again.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.